Hi guys, it's Amy from Now Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with monthly favourites. We are now at the end of March, start of April. Wow, I'll say it again, it's going too fast. I have quite a lot actually to show you this month. I wore a lot, I swatched a lot, so as normal any dedicated swatch videos that I did, so that will be the 9-0 spring, and I think there's one more that I did, they will be linked down below for you. The Princess Nail Lacquer ones, they'll be down below, and I will always start with mainstream polishes, so let's get started. I only have two mainstream to show you because I think I touched on this before in another video, but my helmets are now full, and I've rearranged a few times and I can't do anything with it. So in fact I can't put any of my mainstream polishes into my storage system. I'm waiting to go to IKEA to get another Helmer, so that I'm kind of not wearing them because they've got nowhere to go. But the two that I did wear was a Great Opera-tunity by OPI, and this is a beautiful, like, not quite tan, not quite peach colour, and that's really why I picked it up, because I don't feel that peach suits my skin tone at all. But just where this has a few like drops of terracotta, slightly more brown, I found it a lot more flattering on my nails. Really nice formula, opaque in 2 to 3. It was a tad streaky, but if you do 2 thick coats I think you can get it to work. So this first one is a Great Opera-tunity by OPI. The other one was the first one that I wore in the month, and this is the one that I was wearing in last month's favourites, and this is Petal Pushers by Essie. Now a lot of people in the comments were like, what are you wearing? That looks great on you, and I really liked it a lot in the bottle. I didn't like it as much on my nails. I don't know why. Greys for me are a bit hit and miss. I need them to be more white toned greys, I find, for me to like them. Yeah, it was okay. I'm not sure how much I loved it, but this one got opaque in 2 coats, so no complaints about formula. 2 coats of Petal Pushers by Essie. Now we'll work through indies brand by brand, because I've only actually worn 4 brands, but I've worn a lot of indies. The first 2 are 2 from Daze. I recently got 4 from Daze, and I think I only have 1 more left to try. I have been really impressed with them as general. I have said that they do have a bit of a funny smell, but most of the ones that I've worn, in fact all 3 of them, have been like purpley blue colours, and I know that sometimes blues and purples can have a different smell to them if they've got different pigment in them. But the first one here is called Grunge, and this is a beautiful kind of like mid-toned purple, which is very grey toned, so a grey toned mid-toned purple. Absolutely beautiful formula, and I really like this one on my nails. It's a great transitional colour from spring to from winter to spring. So opaque in 2. This one here is Grunge. The other one I didn't like as much, and it's called Moonlit Mermaid. Now let me give you a close-up. So it's a very sheer, like, bluey teal base with a ton of flakies in there, and most of them are like this multi-chrome flakies. So they do mainly go from a yellow to a green to a purple, and not much like red flare from them, but yeah, they are really nice. I believe this came out in a very like similar collection when there was a lot of jelly bases with these in. It did get wearable and opaque enough on 3, but I don't think I could completely say it was 100% opaque. You couldn't really see your nail line, but it just wasn't quite there, and I don't do 4 coats as a rule. I tap out at 3. So this perhaps might look better over like a teal or a blue base, just to give yourself like as a topper in the future, but then again the base is tinted, so that makes your range of what you can wear it over harder. So it's a bit of a weird one, but I wore it in 3. So this is Moonlit Mermaid by Daze. Getting into spring colours, I wore a few from KBShimmer, and their KBShimmer Corellis are phenomenal. I love them. This first one here is called Don't Play Coy. Let me give you a little close-up. So it's a white Corelli base with coral, light blue and grey hexes in there in a variety of sizes. There's also a very small matte coral glitter running through the back of it. This was beautiful. It got nice and opaque in 3 with white Corelli bases. You tend to need to have 3 coats anyway. I just wish I'd got a few more larger hexes out, because they have sunk to the bottom a little bit, and although I did get them, I just wish there was a few more. So it was 3 coats of Don't Play Coy by KBShimmer. The other one I showed in my favourites for spring that literally just went up, and this is called I Wet My Plants, and someone in the comments pointed out quite rightly that if we say it kind of as I would say it, if we wet my plants, like plants, And that's not as funny as wet my plants, because obviously it's wet my pants, wet my plants. But yeah, I wet my plants, I wet my plants. And this is a beautiful, beautiful cray mix. It's this very like blurply colour, and then there's a ton of like really delicate light girly glitters in there. So there's silver, there's dark purple, there's like a mid-toned pink, and there's silver and holographic. Completely opaque in 2, just beautiful and perfect for this time of year. 2 coats of I Wet My Plants by KBShimmer. On to Frenzy polish. If you watched my recent haul video, you'd know that I've picked up like a last batch order from Frenzy before they closed, so I'm very sorry that I'm teasing you with these. But these are both, I believe, from the last collection, which is World of Warcraft. The first one is called For the Alliance, and it, let me show you, is a blue jelly base with a ton of mainly just very fine micro glitter, and it's also got some slightly larger multi-chrome glitters in there. So for Frenzy, because I kind of put them at such a high standard, the formula was amazing, but I just think that seeing as some of the other glitter and flaky combinations that I have, this was a slad more on the tame side, but still beautiful, but just not as crazy and not as inventive as mix from Frenzy that I've seen. But beautiful to opaque into For the Alliance. This is exactly what I mean about they just get these beautiful mixes. This one is called You Are Not Prepared, and it's a very, very, very dark green base, so much that it probably does look black until you start painting it on and you think, that's kind of greeny. And it's just got this beautiful, there's glitter in there, there's duochrome flakies in there. It's just, I don't know, they always just look so deep and dark and just like expensive on your nails. And I just think they just make these really just weird, unique, crazy, but in all the good ways mixes, and this really kind of highlights that to me. So this one is You Are Not Prepared, also opaque in 2. And I have 5 from Dollish Polish. Someone had commented on one of my videos a little while ago saying I hadn't shown any Dollish for a while, and there's literally no reason in particular that I haven't shown them. In fact, I've got a lot to swatch, as you can clearly see from this video. The first 2 are 2 from some Rainbow Connection exclusives that they did, and this first one is called Serendipity, and it is a lime holographic. The holographic is quite tame in it, it's nothing garish and bright like you can get from like 9-0. This is something a little bit more tame, and I don't know, it's holographic, but it's not hollow, if that makes sense. So like I say, this gets completely opaque in 2, and this one is Serendipity. The other one I absolutely was completely head over heels in love with, and this one is called Grunge. 2 Grunge polishes in 1 month. And this is this beautiful dark teal colour, and again it is hollow. It's slightly more hollow than Serendipity, but it's still nothing like out there. And in my life I just want all the hollow teals in the entire world. I think KBShimmer's done one. I just want them all, and this is just so stunning. So opaque in 2, this one was called Grunge. These are all quite old ones, and from Dollish Polish that I'm showing you, I haven't got kind of anything newish, so you're probably going to have to look on the, what do they call it? Onto the clearance bin. I don't know why, I literally had a complete breakdown and in my mind and I could not think of that, but I think if you want to find these, they will be in the clearance bin, which is on their Etsy store, and all the indies will be linked down below. This one is called Shake Your Turkey Feather, and I'm presuming this was originally a Thanksgiving polish. It's a clear base with tons of beautiful glitter in it. It's mainly gold and like a deep bronze colour, and then there's also some red and some blue and some yellow. So it gets completely opaque in 3. You possibly could get it even more opaque in 3 if you did like the sponge method, but it was opaque in 3 and easy enough for me to wear like that. So this one was Shake Your Turkey Feather, opaque in 3. Another one that was absolutely beautiful, this is Totes Magotes, and I think this was a limited edition polish because Dolly tends to put like numbers on the bottom of their limited edition, so you know whereabouts in the batch you got them. And I didn't even realise this when I picked it up, but this Totes Magotes is named after I Love You Man, because it's one of the things that Paul Rudd says to him is Totes Magotes, and I say Totes Magotes all the time, and I just didn't even think of where I'd heard it from. And then as soon as I read that this was from inspired by I Love You Man, I was like, of course, oh my god, I haven't watched that film in the longest time. And this is another one where it is a beautiful light, it's like a seafoam green with hollow and also some silver shimmer in there. Absolutely beautiful. I loved this, and Grunge were possibly my favourite two for the month. So in love. So 3 coats of Totes Magotes by Dollish Polish. And finishing us up is One Way Ticket to Atlantis, which is in a very light blue base, and then you have a ton of teal glitter, and if it's going to focus, there's also gold glitter. And is there any other in there? No, just teal and gold. And another one like Shake Your Turkey Feather. It gets completely opaque in 3. It could be even more dense if you use the sponge method on the last coat. So 3 coats of One Way Ticket to Atlantis by Dollish Polish. I also have one nail polish empty for the month, and this is the Rimmel Finishing Touch Ultra Shine top coat. They have changed the packaging, so if you used to get it with like the really thick white cap on, it's now changed and they do just look like this now. This is my favourite top coat ever. It's £5 in the drugstores and in supermarkets. It's very readily available. It dries so quickly, and that is what I look for these days, is a fast drying top coat. This dries so fast and so shiny. I love it. What happens is though, you can't get all of the bottom out because of the brush length, so I'll buy another one, I'll use a little bit of that, then I'll pour the remainder in, so I make sure I use every single scrap of this. So highly recommend. I've spoken about this so many times. That was everything that I wore in the month of March. Like I say, I will link videos down below for you for my dedicated swatch videos that were not shown in this video. Please give me some video suggestions for what you'd like to see coming up, because I'm kind of getting towards a dry spell. I'm finishing up my top 10s. I'm not planning on doing any hauls coming up. I don't envision that I will be doing a Throwback Thursday video for May. And I also have some stuff coming up in May that I will talk to you about nearer the time. But yeah, if you have any video suggestions for what you would like to see, please let me know down below, because I am here to make videos for you as well as myself. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon.